this is nice. Look at this. So I'm starting my week whizzing around town in my favourite mode of transport, actually a black cab, and I have discovered a new app. But if you're in London, download a taxi app called Jump, and what it does is it basically pays the cabbies directly, so you pay less, so there's no surcharging like with some of the other apps, and also the cabbies don't have to pay a commission, which is great, because I think frankly I'd much rather pay the people that actually do the job to do the work. So yeah, I'll show you what the app looks like. So that's it. That's what it looks like, Jump. And I think it's great. So first stop is in to see my favourite hairdresser, Gustav Fouche. He's just such a legend. So in we go. We're going to find the man himself. Here he is. Hi, lovely. Look at you.
Just casual.
Just casual, as you are. So, do you know, last time you cut my hair and you chopped quite a bit off? I really love it, and I'm actually thinking, I was hearing your words of wisdom about the new look.
Yes.
We could go a little bit shorter. What do you think?
So I definitely think that if we feel, so if that's your collarbone,
Yeah.
I would say bring it up to just sit on the collarbone. But one of the key things that I want to do is actually give you more shape here. So when I watch, well, when we are younger, we are a triangle like this. When we get older, the triangle does that.
Right, okay.
So what we want to do is, number one, bring the fringe up to open up that cheekbone area, but then also bring the layers up to actually emphasize the jawline. So instantly it reverts that to that.
Right.
With a little bit of illusion and lifting through, because I feel at the moment
It's a bit heavy.
It feels heavy through there. And I think we can give it that more, I call it the Kate Moss look. It's kind of like shaggy, wild and
Nice.
sexy,
Oh,
which
yeah.
is really good. And then colour-wise, now the blonde has been
I love the blonde.
fantastic.
Make me blonder.
Yes.
Do you think we should go blonder?
I definitely think we
Okay,
should go
great.
blonde.
Let's go for it.
You know, put in, especially around the hairline. So
Yeah.
what I'm going to do is I really like the way that your hair's grown out here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go in with something called teasy lights through the top, because I want to maintain that, you see the contrast, the fact that you're dark and
Yeah.
then blonde there, that's the thing that makes it look blonder. And I want to keep that. But I want to definitely, when you bring your hair back,
Yeah.
because when you do your videos, even though, you know, you bring it back there,
Yeah, I do.
it still feels dark
Yeah.
there. And I want to make that a lot blonder today. And then obviously the little bit of wisdom bits will cover up there.
So now the other thing to understand about Gustav, one of his many points of difference and magnificence, is that you cut dry.
I do.
Why do you cut dry?
So this is a question I get asked a lot of times. Now, I did wet cutting for 9 years of my career. I've been doing hair now for 22 years. And when I moved to London, my first salon, they were cutting hair dry. And I had to conform to that.
Yeah.
But it was, for me, it was a very easy choice, because when I went to speak to them, I could see what was happening. It was different to what I knew. So it was a very easy transition to make. Now, what I've done is I've taken a technique that was quite difficult to understand, and I've broken it down as something that we can easily teach and, you know, pass on to the generations after us. So cutting hair dry, it's not just cutting the hair dry, but it's the pattern of sectioning we follow.
Right.
We work into, if you think about a football is a round shape like the head. Now when you break a football up, you break it up in little triangles. And that's how the pattern sits together. With conventional hairdressing, we get taught to cut hair round or square. None of those that work are the conventional round hair. So we start off with the back first, and we work on the first triangle, which sits from above the ear to the nape, that, and then this hair and this hair is basically the same hair. So if you think your hairline, so that's hair there, and the hair here is exactly the same hair because it's part of the hairline. So what we do is, how do we connect the hair from there to there, and then blend the layers in between to actually follow that same shape.
Wow.
And that's what we do that makes us super specialists, understanding how that hair is going to flow, that panel through there, that triangle through there? How will that flow to that triangle through there? How does the crown affect? And then of course your head here is round. So the hair, if you cut this like a square line, when that drops, this will be longer, this will be shorter, and how those blend in with each other. So it's not just about cutting the hair dry, it's understanding the architecture of the shape of the head and how that hairstyle will work.
Amazing. Okay, so I've got a head full of foils.
Yes.
Yeah,
you've done your
bleach and
roots.
tint. Okay,
Yes.
roots done. So now what?
Now this is what we call a vitamin C shot. Now because you
Wow.
colored your hair last, you'll see,
Yeah.
so hair will naturally always change color because it's the undertones. So when where the hair has gone a little bit brassy, I'm going to apply this to all the existing colored areas.
So that's just vitamin C on my hair.
Yeah, it's a vitamin C shot, and what this does, it neutralizes or takes away, dissolves some of the brassiness. Now it's not going to be like making you white blonde because it's not a bleach.
So you're putting it on the dry bits here that are already coloured.
Yeah, so all these blondie bits through here.
Do you think we could do that at home? Make a vitamin C shake?
You could try.
Put it on your hair?
Yeah.
And it might lift the colour?
And it
or
will lift the colour. It takes away old toner. So when we tone your hair again today, you will be, the colour will look a lot fresher. And because there's no bleach in this, there's no damage.
So a bit like old-fashioned lemon juice,
Yes, something like that.
because that would be full of vitamin C too.
And you rub this in, and we're going to let this sit, and this stays on for 45 minutes. And then we rinse it off, shampoo it, and then we're going to do the Olaplex, and then the toner over it. So it gives us a much more even playing field for applying color, making sure that the hair stays looking fabulous the whole time.
Okay, so we're just about done.
Giving it a little bit of extra.
Oh my gosh, there's so much body.
It's lush.
It is lush.
And short you see, so it sits on the collarbone, loads of layers. It's sexy party hair ready to go.
With you. So hair done and off in this fabulous sunshine. Isn't it great? See the sun shining? And I am going to a place actually that I've heard of a while ago that is kind of at the forefront of longevity and wellness, biohacking, all of that stuff, called Human, spelled in a slightly strange way. Anyway, I'm going to go and find out all about it, and let's go take a look. Okay, so this is where I'm going. So it says here, New Era Healthcare. Let's go see what this is all about. Oh, hello. Wow, look at this. This all looks very, very sci-fi. What have we got here? Hey, I love that. Music deck. That looks good. Mitochondria, that's what it's all about. Interesting. Estrogen balance. Super interesting things. Look at that. What's that? I'm going to have to do a deep dive, I think, into all of this. Yeah. Super interesting. A lot of GPs are going to be watching this, and this is going to blow their minds, to be honest.
Yeah, and they're going to think we're a little bit crazy, but we've got things for natural alternatives to statins, which I'm really pleased to see
interesting.
great results with.
Yeah.
High concentration of red yeast rice with CoQ10.
Yeah, I've heard about that, red yeast rice. Yeah, interesting. And and coenzyme Q10.
And coenzyme
Yeah.
Q10. Then we've got kind of high concentration berberine for people that have
Berberine,
metabolic issues,
Yep.
chromium. We've got a really nice concentration, omega-3s. You know, just things that, as a GP, if I have a patient that's pre-diabetic or early diabetic, I want to give them something else.
Yeah.
All I can give them at the moment is metformin or
Yeah.
drugs. And the same with blood pressure. It's drugs only. And so as a GP, I feel really, I'm really, I don't know what the right word is, but I'm really pleased, let's just say, to have more tools in my toolbox.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's ultimately what we have here is more tools. So we use supplements, we use bioidentical hormones, we use peptide therapy, we use hyperbaric, IV supplements like NAD+, mistletoe extract in cancer,
Gosh.
cancer approach. This is the future of general practice, in my opinion. You know, this is
I
what
love
we
this.
can deliver.
Can we go through here?
Yeah,
This magic portal, see what is
You're
through.
the first person that noticed that. It is a portal.
Yes,
It's
I'm
not
very
something
into
of
portals.
life.
Let's
And
go.
then we go downstairs. This is our cryotherapy device.
Oh, cryo. I do love a bit of cryo.
It's great.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah,
This
I really do.
This is goes down to minus 140 Celsius. It's a whole body chamber. It's
Yep.
cold air, not liquid nitrogen on you, so therefore it's the safest way to deliver cryotherapy.
Right.
And it stimulates your metabolism. You need to create energy
Yep.
to bring your temperature back up. So if you do that regularly, you become more flexible. You draw on your white adipose tissue, your lazy fat that sits around your organs, your visceral fat, and your lower abdomen. And you start to create protective brown adipose tissue, brown
Yes.
because it's rich in mitochondria. Because
Yeah.
that's the future of medicine. Is really
The future of medicine,
is really
mitochondria.
understanding stem cells
Yeah,
and
I agree with you.
mitochondrial function.
Stem cells and mitochondria.
And so that's why I really love this. And then studies have also been shown that it helps in depression, increases your endorphins.
Absolutely. You feel amazing, don't you?
musculoskeletal,
Yeah.
any inflammation. We combine that with red light therapy here.
Great. So what's the best order then? Do you think cold and then red light, or red light and then cold?
We like to do cold and red light in creating an exaggerated temperature difference as well.
Yeah.
So it helps with that, and also the red light, as you know, that supports mitochondrial function
Yeah.
As well. And it's got near
So I have a cold pond at home, and I go and sit in that, and then I have a sunlight and infrared sauna, and then I go and sit in that. So I'm doing the right thing then.
Yeah, you're doing a great thing.
Yeah, a little
And how does
home
it make you feel, most
biohacking.
importantly?
Oh, amazing. Yeah, I really miss it when I'm not doing it. Oh, wow. I mean, gosh, this is what, space age? Hi, hello.
This is very space.
This is a space capsule.
Yeah, so this is a hyperbaric, high pressure oxygen chamber. So it's where you go inside and you deliver oxygen, but in a pressurized cabin. Now, when you receive oxygen in a pressurized cabin, it stimulates stem cell production from your bone marrow. That's one of the main reasons why I recommend doing this. It's a capsule for healing, accelerated.
I love that. A healing capsule, look.
Yeah, and it stimulates new blood vessel creation. So
Yep.
medically, it's used after strokes or wounds that don't heal
Yep.
or heart attacks. Or you can use that for any patient where you want to improve perfusion.
Yeah.
And guess what? Reduction of perfusion is a symptom of aging. That's why our organs
Fantastic.
atrophy. That's why they shrink over time.
Yeah.
It's because there's blockages in the microcapillaries. We don't just get calcification of the big vessels, we also get them of the small vessels. And we're just not looking for the nutrition medicine because we don't have a solution for them. But
Something like this.
something like
Yeah.
this absolutely will prevent the decline of organs from a perfusion perspective. Even in our approach, we use high pressure oxygen, we use low concentrations of oxygen. This is intermittent hyperoxic therapy.
Wow.
Clinical studies to show that this improves VO2 max.
Okay.
It reverses almost a decade of decline in 10 years. So a natural decline of VO2 max will decline 5 to 10% per person over a decade. After 30, 2-week protocol of this will reverse that.
That's
So you
astonishing.
it's astonishing. The effect
Yeah.
lasts 6 to 9 months. And that's by training your body to withstand low oxygen.
Okay, so we're actually going to do something now. That is quite an orange liquid.
Shall I explain what's inside?
Yeah, no, please. What am I going to have?
So you're having a super nutrient IV, we call it. So it's got a full blend of vitamins, minerals, amino acids. We've added an immunity add-on, so it's got 8 grams, well actually 10 grams of vitamin C for you.
Gosh.
And we're going to do 1.2 gram glutathione push at the end.
Oh, nice.
We're hoping
I need
to really-
glutathione.
Yeah.
Because I don't have the genetic SNP that
okay.
processes it, so I need
So you don't
that.
produce it as much.
Yeah.
So this will be really helpful. Hopefully it will calm down the runny nose that you've got.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
allow your immune system to overcome the colds that you've got to get you on
Excellent.
holiday.
Can't wait. Thank you. So I am all IV'd up, and this magic liquid is going to make me feel so amazing. Well, hopefully so much better, because I do have a bit of a cold and a bit of hay fever. So be interesting to see how I feel afterwards. Okay, so now we're going to go in. I'm going to go into here actually with my drip. So I step in, yeah. It's like a spacecraft. Okay. Right, in we go. with the nurse. Look at this. So I can do both at the same time. That is really good, good use of therapies. I see you hook them up. I do actually feel like I'm going to go off in space somewhere. Are you sure you're not going to launch me off? Yes, it's fine. Look at this. Okay, well, I'll see you the other side. So I'm now back home and newly done hair, newly replenished at Human, and I thought what I would do is a bit of packing for my Italian trip, and yeah, just show you really what I'm going to be taking with me, my kind of essentials really to travel with.